Hello there, beautiful Dectopians. I'm Adara, the CMO of Decktopus AI, and I'm here like every other Wednesday to talk about Decktopus AI, how it can help you, your business to achieve beautiful decks and beautiful results in seconds. So today's topic is actually how travel consulting industry is using Decktopus, how we're helping them in terms of efficiency in time and especially in cost. I'm going to talk about some of the use cases our clients have while using Decktopus, why they decided to switch to Decktopus instead of using their own agents or just going to agencies. And we're going to talk about what Decktopus does essentially for these kind of companies. And at the end, if you stay tuned and if you stay with me till the end, you're going to have a QR code specifically created for this webinar. When you scan that, you will have a quick form where you can request a quota from us, by meaning from us, from me directly. So before starting, I'm gonna start by reminding you, like all other sessions, that at the beginning of each webinar, we start a 30% discount. So if you use 30 webinar code here at the checkout, you will have 30% in your first month at Decktopus. And if you're someone like, okay, I'm interested, but this costs a lot for me to try, just go create your first presentation, use this code at the checkout, you're on me, and you will have the chance to try it out at a very low cost. So right now, I'm going to pull up my presentation created by Decktopus AI, explaining how travel consulting industry reduced their deck creation time by 80%. I'm not joking. And while I do that, I want to see some of the comments of you. Please just leave a comment from where are you watching me from, because today I had a call with two different persons where I talk about these things. One of them was in London and the other one was in Paris. So I'm maybe planning a trip to Europe. So give me inspiration. Just leave where you are dialing in from so that maybe I can create my next destination. So let's start on how travel consulting industry uses Decktopus AI. So let's talk about their presentation making process. Whenever you go to a travel consultant, ask them what is the one thing you hate about your job, and probably they're gonna tell you closing the sales or giving a client a proposal. Nobody likes to talk about money when someone else is paying for them. So you give them an offer and you expect their positive response, and you send them kind of a proposal. You wait for them to open that presentation maybe and reply you back. It's a bit very tricky and uncomfortable process. And one thing that I hate about that process, I used to hate, sorry, is creating the proposal itself. So proposal has two parts, essentially. One is coming up with the pricing. You do your research about your client, you come up with an amazing offer about their business, about their request, about their, anything they have in mind, especially in travel industry. Oh my God, it should be fun. And you put that up in a maybe your notebook, maybe Notion, maybe Google Doc. And okay, now you're facing your laptop screen and you need to create it in a visually appealing and understandable way that will say, okay, take my money. To do so, most travel consultants hate this thing and they always say, okay, I'm not a designer. Why am I doing this? And not only in travel consulting industry, probably every sales agent say this about proposal creation, deck creation. They got their offers, they get their proposals. Okay, but they still need to format it in a branded way, and they do this in a repetitive way. So let's just, if you're not from the travel consulting industry, I'm going to put some numbers in front of you. And if you're in this industry, maybe you own this kind of company, you're not aware of how much this costs you. It's like an invisible cost that is consuming your agents. Let's assume we're a mid-sized European tour consulting firm. We're consulting to individuals and businesses. We have around 10 consultants perfect at their job, and they create 3 proposals per week, per consultant, by the way. And around 2 hours, this is, by the way, an industry benchmark, minimum 2 hours spent on a presentation like this, even if this is a repetitive deck like a standard proposal. 2 hours they spend on each presentations, and let's assume we are paying them 70 euros per hour. If you're not realize how much that costs, let me put it in a well put format. If you decide that your agents are doing this, you spend around 16,000 euros per month. Invisible costs. I'm saying invisible costs. Just assume if your agents are not doing this, instead, they're reaching out to possible prospects, or they just come up with campaigns, seasonal campaigns that will drive more and more customers to you. And if you're already aware of this and you say, okay, consultants, just focus on your job, I'm going to outsource this, you're going to go to an agency, and if they're a good agency or moderate agency, you will pay around 40,000 euros per month. I'm not joking. I researched this last week and it hurts me a lot. And you don't have to spend this much amount of money at the age of AI. You just can replace this with AI. You're not gonna fire anyone. You're not gonna, do some dumb things with ChatGPT. You're not gonna yell at ChatGPT because it's not doing what you're telling him or her to do. You're just gonna come to Decktopus. You're gonna pick your brand. You're gonna give your, travel costs, all of the things that you organize, and click generate presentation. And that way you will have your presentation. And let me say, I can reduce this cost around to $500 per month. Just do the math. So let me just clarify this. Just forget about your agents and what they're doing, and imagine you're on your desk on a Monday morning. You need to deliver 3 decks to 3 possible clients, and you want to make those decks quickly, and you want those decks to use your own personalized 100% branding, and you want to easily edit that with an easy drag and drop editor, and you want to share it with your team so that they can grab and use whatever they want. In this scenario, rather than your agents doing all that or going to an agency, you come to Decktopus, and Decktopus AI helps you with easy editing, fast deck creation, 100% branded design slides, created theme folders, and easy access to your branded slide library, and the good part, you can get PDF export, share it as a link, or get a PPT export to continue editing it in PowerPoint. And all of this works on cloud, so you don't have to do it on your work computer. You can go and continue on your home or anywhere around the world. So how that works, I know you are just thinking about, okay, take my money, how we're gonna do that. I know you're already saying that. What we're gonna do, the first step is from you. You're gonna reach out to us and send us your logo, fonts, colors, etc. And if you have a sample PowerPoint or presentation, it would be best. Then we take your branding, we give it to our expert designers, and we make them create your branded slide library. And we take those design slides and take those to our AI specialists so that they can train AI on how to use those slides with best practices and with really, really good case studies. After that, actually, it's all that. After we set up your brand, you can easily log in to the platform, pick your brand, give us your topic, give us a PDF, and then you have your presentation. You do your manual edits, but rather than 2 hours, maybe it would take 30 minutes per week. And you have your branded presentations ready. So like I said at the beginning of this webinar, this is a QR code special for this webinar. If you scan this, you will go to a 4 or 5 question form, easy to fill. I'm gonna ask you your name, your email, your company name, and how much agent will use this approximately. If you don't know it, just throw 1 or 2, and I will send you your personalized offer and how it's gonna work. I'm gonna invite you a 101 where I show you how other consulting firms are using Decktopus AI with their branding and how our clients' branding looks on Decktopus AI. So if you're unsure about starting off now, scan this, leave your information to me. I will send you a small offer, plus I'm gonna send you a calendar where you can book a 101 from me, where I explain to you with real life cases, like real life brands like Starbucks, etc., how that looks on our platform, and seriously, how short of time it takes. So at this moment, I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna pull myself out from here and give you a little bit of more time for you to scan this QR code. And I'm gonna wait for your information at my inbox, and I'm gonna prepare your proposals personally. So if you want to hear back from me, if you have hesitation, it's not important. Just fill out that form. I'm going to reach out to you. For now, until next Wednesday. See you, Decktopians.